morning, my lovely people. Welcome to another day of Vlogmas. I don't know which day of Vlogmas this is, but it's a Vlogmas. By now, you would have seen at least 3 or 4 Vlogmas videos, and you know I'm only doing 12 days of Vlogmas. Today is actually November 30th. Today is the Independence Day of my country, Barbados, and I'm all dressed up in my nice little dress. I'll show it to you. I'll go downstairs to show, because I don't remember if there's a mirror up here. I think not, but I'm in the office. I am just prepping. I'm also editing a video. Look for New Year's Eve dresses. I have no plans for New Year's Eve. There is no party. There is no anything that I have planned or prepped myself for, but I'm doing something, even if it's on the couch. And I'm going to look good doing it on the couch. I've been on vacation this whole entire week, so I have been working on my podcast. And so, oh, there goes company. He just came up the stairs, but this is my setup. I'm taking a break. I have not done any things. I'm editing over there. TV's on. I'm live with Kelly and Ryan. And I'm not sure what this one's looking for, but it seems like he needs to be all over my dress. He has to rub his butt all over me. Exactly. But anyway, back to you guys. I've been actually having a wonderful, productive week so far. It's only Tuesday. This week I am actually, let me stand you guys up on the tripod so that I can just kind of talk, you know. If you guys notice, and so in this particular video that I'm going to do, which just kind of randomly popped into my head, let me just say this. In the beginning of the year, one of the things that I wanted to do was work on my, let me push myself back. I wanted to work on self-care, that kind of thing. What else? Self-care, skincare. That was like my biggest thing that I wanted to do. And so I was like, you know, I need to work on like evaluating my life. And I think a lot of times as women, or even anyone, we don't sit down and evaluate ourselves and take stock into who we are as people. What we tend to like to do is just go with the flow, like we're just going. And then we end up in a place where we're not happy or we're comfortable in, and we don't get out of our comfort zone. So like for me, for the last 5-6 years, I've been running ragged. I had one tunnel vision. I was like, I need to buy a house before I'm 40. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to make sure that my career is on track. My career is doing what it needs to do. And I was just pushing myself and just like doing this monotonous process where I would get up every morning. I would go to work. I would look at my budget. I would put money aside. I would make sure that I had enough money to do the things that I wanted to do, as far as like buying a house, you know, like planning for a house, plotting to make sure that I'm in the right financial mind frame for that. Now I'm 43. I bought the house, and then I was like, okay, what next, Syn? Like, what is it going? What do you want next? And so after buying the house, because I let myself go, I'm not gonna lie, I let myself go. I gained a bunch of weight. I was very unhappy, but I just knew that I was missing that stability. And all I kept saying to myself was like, if I can get into my own house stop paying for an apartment where if the rain fell, the water came in, and I had to wait weeks before they come in and fix the place. And I'm paying this amount of rent, and I'm like, I'm working hard, but I'm not comfortable in my living space. And what's more important to me was my living space. Like, I knew that my living space was the most important part of my life for me, and I needed to have that done correctly. So once I got into my living space, I was like, I'm not buying a house that needs a whole bunch of fixing at the moment. I was like, I want something that's kind of semi-remodel, and then I could start putting my own touches to it. So when I bought this house a couple of years ago, wow, 4 years ago, it felt like home, you know, but it wasn't really home because I didn't do anything to it to make it feel like Syn's home. And so what I ended up doing was, as I was talking to my therapist, I was like, you know, I don't feel connected, but I know this is where I need to be. And so she's like, look at yourself. She's like, take stock and ownership in you. Look at who you are. Look at where you are. And look at each part of your life and start going through it to see where you need to make improvements. And then maybe that will help you feel connected to where you are. And that's exactly what I did. She's like, paint the place. She's like, you know, you don't like the paint in the house, just paint the house. And I did that. I started with painting. It was therapeutic. I didn't hire a professional. I love to paint. I just splattered some paint on the wall and I made it work, and it stuck, and I fixed it. You know, this year alone, we took a lot of stock in making the office available to me, because during the pandemic happened, and you know, we got shut down, and I had to work from home, and now I'm officially working completely hybrid, where if I do have to go in the office at some point in the future, I will, but for right now, with the state of things, we're staying home. So she was like, yeah, you need to make your office available to you. Make your at-home office. Before, I had this little space over there in the corner, and I was like not really doing much, you know, like I didn't want to come up here because, one, I have beautiful skylights, but it was so dreary up here because the color on the wall was very, very dreary. And now we've painted the walls white. It opened up the space that we have the wall painted. I also want to do molding at some point on some of these walls to kind of bring that element of having the home look more put together and, you know, more me. So, you know, we have the gym. I wanted some place that I could do some working out when I needed to get back into my workout routine. Last year or a year before, I bought a bike elliptical duo, and I love that thing, but I haven't been on it in a long time because I was trying to get out the house. I went to cycle class. I enjoyed cycle class. However, I realized that for me, with my schedule, getting out to cycle class is not going to be something I can continuously do week to week, because my week doesn't stay the same. Like, my week changes over time because I have to record podcasts, I have to do my regular job and that kind of stuff. So my week for exercising doesn't go the way I would love it to go, but at the same time, I do have that machine here, and so during the day I can come up here, I can get up in the morning, have my celery juice, wear my workout outfit, come up here, do 30 minutes, get online, do my work, take a break, do another 13 minutes or 15 minutes, and then by the end of the day, I've already completed my 45-minute workout for the day, and I feel great, my body feels great, I sleep great, and so forth. So that's why I feel like, as I look back on this past year of 2021, what I have accomplished so far is making this space fit the needs that I need right now while I'm at home. I needed a home office. I needed something that I could use a space dedicated to doing YouTube and dedicated to doing my podcast. And this is like a combination space. Now, I love my desk that I have currently. It's nice. It was good for what it was. However, I need to get another space so that I could have a bigger room, more table space actually, so that I can utilize, you know, all the equipment I have for my mic and my podcast and so forth and stuff like that. I'm still in the process of like getting art for the wall. I painted those myself, you know, and I'm just trying to find little decor pieces, and that's going to come throughout the year, the rest of the year and next year, because next year I think I'm going completely different with the color schemes. Like I have a gray couch up here. I love this couch. This couch has been really amazing, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it's not dirty or like run down or broken or anything. It still has some life left into it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make that space more like homey. I'm gonna put like a side table next to it and a lamp, and kind of still give it a little bit of a lounge hangout area, because this is pretty much what this area was supposed to be the office / lounge gym hangout space. And it's coming along. The next thing that we're planning to do that I feel like I've done is really enjoy the home, you know, and with self-care as well, because a lot of times we think self-care is only about makeup or skin products or whatever, but self-care is all about how you feel when you're at home. Is your home clean? Is your space livable? You know, that's a part of self-care to me. And so I made my place livable for me and my family by repainting the house. The kitchen, you know, we're gonna redo the kitchen, make that more comfortable, because I love to cook. I love to make my healthy meals. You know, guys, I'm back on my healthy journey. I need to lose another 30 pounds because I have regained a few pounds, but I'm still like, I'm in the, what's that thing, the fluctuation weight, where I'm up and down, up and down, up and down, 5 pounds up and down, and I'm trying to get back to that. So let's see what happens in the new year on that front. But yeah, I learned a lot. If you haven't noticed from the first video that I sat down on here and did on this channel, I talked about what I wanted for the year as far as like skincare and changes in my makeup, learning how to put on makeup and be able to like love myself in a different way. And so I did that. I created that space for myself. I bought skincare. I invested in makeup. I watched YouTube tutorials about putting on eyeshadow, putting on foundation, looking for different types of foundation. At this moment, I noticed, because we're in pandemic, people are not going anywhere. A lot of the trends that we're seeing now is we're seeing a lot of skincare benefits. You know, Dermalogica, adjust my hair. I like it this way better. Dermalogica came out with, you know, more things. Girls are recognizing that, you know, if they take care of their skin, they hydrate, rejuvenate, then they don't have to wear much makeup products. And then they also are looking for clean products. They're also looking for Black owned products. And we're seeing those trends transition. And I like it because now I'm also learning about that. Now I'm learning about a lot of green makeup and green skincare. So I'm trying the Dermalogica brand, and I actually like it. I bought the little starter kit, but once that's over, which is pretty soon, I'm actually going to invest in the bigger kit so that I can use that. I would love to try new skincare, Ola Hendrickson, Drunk Elephant. all different brands that I think that would do best for my skin. I want to try it. I have sensitive skin, so I'm always going to look into sensitive skin products, you know, especially for me, I'm a woman, I'm Asian, you know, I'm 43. So, you know, I'm looking for things that are going to lift and tighten my skin, but not change the way I look as who I am, because I love myself with or without makeup. I don't have any foundation on today. All I have is concealer, and I'm wearing the L'Oreal concealer. The L'Oreal Infallible Concealer is bomb.com. I'm telling you, you don't need foundation. Once you put that on and you learn, it's all about learning how to put the makeup on. This year, I learned how to perfect skincare, and I also learned how to put in makeup on, like blending. You gotta blend, you gotta color match, you gotta do all this stuff. And I was so excited to do that. Even my brows, I've been learning how to make my brows look better. I don't leave the home without mascara or eyeliner or, you know, concealer. Concealer helps if you're not, like for me, I'm at home every day, so I don't need to put a full face of makeup on. But if I do get out and I want to go to like the store, I'm going to conceal under my eyes, because I do have a little bags on my eye, because one, stress sleep. I jump up in the middle of the night most of the time, got to go to the bathroom, got to do all this stuff. So my face, it handles that pressure of not sleeping well. This year and going forward, I want to, you know, work on like under eye and my eye care. I've been using eye cream now for about over 6 or 7 years. Yeah, I think when I turned 35, maybe, or way before that, I was using the eye cream. And I love eye creams. They work well for your eyes. Retinol, I'm into retinol. I'm learning about how to improve my skin with retinol, especially as you're aging and you want the retinol to be in there. I'm doing a lot of vitamin C, nourishing the face, nourishing my skin. Like, I literally, when I look at myself now, the changes that I've seen in the last 3 to 4 months and from early this year, because I didn't vlog until later in the year, but I started this routine in January of this year because I spoke to my therapist about the changes that I wanted to do. Every year I go to my therapist and we talk about transition and themes for my life. And this year the theme was skincare and self-love, right? Like looking at myself, and not from the self-love perspective of like I was going through some shit with like, you know, relationship and that kind of thing. Mostly skincare, like skin, like my skin. I needed to feel loved on my skin. Like I was neglecting my body. I was neglecting my skin. And I felt like this was the perfect time. I'm at home. I'm not in the office. There's not that much traveling and I used to get up at 5 o'clock, well, 4:45 in the morning, every single morning. And by 5:30, I had to be on the road to go to work because I had to travel about 45 minutes to an hour to get to work every single day. The stress that it had, and then if it had an accident on the road. So that was a lot of stress that I used to put on my skin, and I didn't even realize it because one, I was getting up early. I was not eating healthy. I also was not, you know, caring about my skin. I was just packing makeup on my face, powder, all this kind of stuff, and I just was not looking at my skin. And this year, I really wanted to take stock in my body because, one, I'm also a diabetic, and my skin will dry out. And I realized that I wasn't drinking a lot of water like I should have. At work, I was doing it, but then, you know, not as much. But now, like I'm at home, I get up, I have water, I have alkaline water. I am like processing myself with food and, you know, being able to nourish my body in so many different ways. It has really made a difference. I have seen the difference. I hope you guys that are watching have seen the difference. And I can't wait to see what happens in the near future, what I have for next year. as far as like skincare and makeup and travel and so forth. I am planning trips for the next 3 months to kind of get away from America. I miss my home. I miss my family. And so I'm in the transition of like, I need to get away from America to go home and be with people that I love. And our first stop is going to be Canada. We're going to Big's home and we're going to see Big's family in Canada. And then we are going to head out to Montana for a ski trip. And then after that, we're going to be planning some other trips, one to Europe. It all depends. We'll see. This is my plan. Not sure if it's going to work out, but I know for sure that we're going to Canada first because that's a must. And so that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. I had a really amazing time vlogging this year. I think it brought me out of my comfort zone because I am not good in front of the camera, but I can direct the shit out of the behind the scenes because that was where I started off in journalism and communications, and that's where my passion is. I love to create content, and so I hope that you guys enjoy all this content that I'm bringing to you. I hope you guys enjoy Life with Syn. Life with Syn is going to be an amazing journey, not only for me, but for you guys watching, because I want you to see what Life with Syn is all about, from career moving, starting over a business, you know, my jewelry business, my jewelry line, starting over, you know, branching into apparel and e-commerce. All that stuff is going to be coming up in the new year. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I am manifesting it. I am manifesting a great bank account in the near future. I am manifesting more travel. I am manifesting more friends. I am manifesting more creativity, more learning, more structure. I'm also manifesting more communication, is being able to communicate with the audience and give you what you want. So Life with Syn is going to bring you on this journey, and I will give you beauty. I will give you fashion. I learned about fashion this year, you guys. Like, when I say learn about it, because I mean relearn fashion, because I came from, you know, the world of New York City where I used to dress up and go to work and all this stuff, and I lost myself along the way. But now at 43, I have learned about my body. I have learned about dressing for my shape. I have learned about adding color to my wardrobe, because I always used to wear black and grays and tans, and now I got pinks, I got dresses, I got skirts. I'm even wearing sneakers. Do you hear me? I bought a pair of sneakers. I do not wear sneakers, but I bought a pair, and I'm randomly walking outside with them to the grocery store or to like a Walmart run or something like that. I also want to embrace designer and luxury, and, you know, just showing different areas of luxurious living. It does not have to be all labels, but you can elevate and aspire to inspire people to live in their truths and live in their own element versus looking at what others do. Life with Syn is not a carbon copy. Life with Syn is just that. Life with me, Syn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat that I had, this little recap of my journey so far for this 2020. And I cannot wait to give you guys more of me in 2022 and the months to come. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye, guys.